talking portraiture, e-products, auto editing, e-templates, educational videos for shooting smarter, not harder at thephotochannel.pro. Three components to our LED that we have to pay attention to in order to dial it in for hybrid photography. First is brightness, right? How bright or dark it's going to be. Second is its color temperature. That's the overall color cast, if you will, of warm, cool, just right. Then, of course, there's LB. That's the light balance value. That's a little bugger that when it gets out of balance, it makes things like fluorescent lights look green, right? We can go buy fluorescent lights that are 5500 Ks, and they might be stamped with the word daylight on them. But are they the same light quality as the sun? Not even close. They may have a significant green shift, and of course LEDs do too. One of my problems is LEDs that have a big green shift. That's a big LB problem. There's no working with those. Why? Well, you probably know that most LEDs are going to have adjustable brightness, right? And a lot of LEDs are going to offer a model with adjustable color temperature from daylight to tungsten. Well, some not so terrific LEDs, when you adjust the color temperature, you're also adjusting that magenta green shift. That's nothing but a problem. Remember, gels are available for us to control brightness. There's neutral density gels if you need them. They're also available for us to control color temperature, right? CTO gels push our color temperature down. CTB gels push our color temperature up. Then, of course, there's always LB gels, light balancing gels. Those are your minus greens and your plus greens, right? We're going to go into more detail about those in just a few minutes. But we'll be able to have each one of those components controlled separately. What you do need to know, though, is sometimes with some lower cost LEDs, when you adjust the color temperature, you're adjusting the LB shift too. Yeah, hard to believe, but do you know some manufacturers of LEDs we've tested have, in the middle of their color temperature adjustment, have really good color. They have zero LB shift, no green or no magenta, no nothing. But as soon as you adjust their color temperature up to the top where it's daylight or to the bottom where it's tungsten, you end up picking up 4, 5, 6 points of green. That's not good. We are recommending only LEDs that, if they do have a green shift, that we can easily get rid of them with one single gel, maybe 2 gels. But if we're getting higher and lower green shifts as we adjust the color or adjust the brightness, there's a bunch of different sizes and shapes of LEDs, and choose whichever ones work best for you. But you will find that there are LEDs that work on a camera, so those are going to have the ability to slide typically into a hot shoe. They'll also have the ability to mount to a stand that's on your camera, or sometimes you can just clamp them to your tripod. These are lightweight and typically low power, and they've got options on whether or not they're going to be powered by rechargeable batteries, or if you're going to be able to put disposable batteries into them. Then, on the upper end of the scale, there are studio LEDs, and these typically take the shape of 12 inches wide by 12 inches tall. We call those 1x1s because they're 1 foot by 1 foot. And they are an array, meaning a set of LEDs that make up one specific light. And we can use these typically plugged in AC power, but a lot of people can get big pro video batteries and use them in battery mode as well. Now, both of these sizes and types of LEDs have their place, right? You're not really going to put the studio one on your camera, and you certainly don't want to put 15 of those small little ones in the studio in a big softbox. But there are LEDs that are in the middle. There's a brand that we like called DLC Dotline, and this is their model 320DV. This has adjustable color temperature, and it's got adjustable brightness, and this kind of goes in between. You can snap one of these on your camera, or you can put 2 or 3 of these together and put them inside a softbox in the studio. Smart choice. Another smart choice is, of course, those of you that read Discover Mirrorless know we're very fond of the Quantum Omicron. It is a ring light, but don't let that fool you. It's more than just a ring light. We use this as a fill light. We use it as a main light inside a softbox, and we've used it as standalone background lights for many, many shoots. So it doesn't really matter what size or shape your LED system is, as long as it works for you and it's got the color quality that you are expecting. If, for instance, you're like my buddy Mark Hauser and you just shoot black and white portraits, well, you can buy the lower cost LEDs that have some color problems, right? Because you're only going to be shooting in black and white. totally fine. But if you're going to be shooting very precise, clean colors, usually the more money you spend on your LEDs, the better image quality you're going to get. And don't forget, one of our kind of things that we deal with here is we're shooting video, like right here, and we want our video to look as sharp as our photo stuff does.
Templates.
So educational videos for shooting smarter, not harder, at thephotochannel.pro.